Capcom, Laura Stiles, will read a special message from the crew of our last human flight. Stay tuned.
Dear NS-21 crew family, experience what you'll soon be seeing outside your window, our beautiful borderless Earth from space. Relax, smile, breathe, and be completely present. And may that view forever be etched in your memory and make you ever more humbled, compassionate, and dedicated to doing good. And finally, from Blue Origin's own Gary Lai, you are about to experience something so intense and moving that for the rest of your life, you will mark the person you become as different at your core than the person that came before. Enjoy this time as you will relive it vividly and daydream every day for a long time to come. First step, Blue Control. We are working through the last steps here.
Enjoy the flight.
I've just heard New Shepard is escape enabled. Eddie, can you help share with the viewers what's the significance of this moment?
Kaya, we've said here many times at Blue Origin, we started the webcast today. It's all about safety. Escape enabled is a pivotal moment in the flight preparation where the full envelope escape system is active, ensuring the astronauts are safe throughout all phases of flight.
Absolutely. Thank you, Eddie. All right, we're going to continue to wait. So while we wait, let's send it back to the rocket. As you may see at the top of your screen, we just entered a brief hold. So while we wait, we're going to just keep looking at the rocket in beautiful West Texas.
That's right, Kyle. We're just waiting for all of our systems to be aligned ahead of the final go, no go poll. That'll be the final gate for launch today. And we have cleared the hold. The countdown clock has resumed on its way to T0. We are just waiting here for the final go, no go poll at the instruction of the flight director. Let's stay tuned.
flight director on Channel 1 and UHF voice for the go poll for terminal count and launch. Capsule.
Go.
Booster. Go. Ground. Go. Safety. Go. Capcom.
Go.
Engineering. Go. First step, this is your flight director, New Shepard, is go for launch. Booster, commence the terminal count.
For the flight.
Okay, as you just heard, we are a go for launch for our 5th human flight. The 6 people on that rocket are about to fly to space in just a few minutes. All right, well, as we tick down to launch, Eddie, can you talk us through New Shepard's flight profile?
Okay, I'd love to. The flight profile really starts at T-minus 2.5 minutes when we enter auto sequence and the flight controllers become hands off. The booster does what it can to prepare the BE-3PM for ignition at T0, followed by throttle up. Liftoff occurs at T plus 7 seconds, and that BE-3 engine powers the booster up through the atmosphere just before reaching max Q, the maximum point of aerodynamic pressure. The B-3 continues to work up to 2 minutes. It experiences MECO main engine cutoff, and then those two vehicles separate at 2.5 minutes. The booster achieves apogee, and it reuses its aerodynamic surfaces and fins to steer back to the landing pad. The drag brakes deploy, the engine restarts, and we get a nice soft landing over the landing pad. Meanwhile, in the capsule, our astronauts were enjoying microgravity since it's much slower to re-enter due to its shape. As it cuts through the atmosphere, the drogues deploy. The mains deploy shortly thereafter, coming down for a nice, soft, floating view of the West Texas desert. The landing systems engage just above the ground, with the terminal deceleration system sending a jet of gas, a poof of dust, and then touchdown.
All right, well, we're just under T-minus 6 minutes until liftoff. So let's take a quick breather while we wait for New Shepard's bit checks. It appears that we've just entered another brief hold, so let's stand by while our astronauts wait to launch to space. right, well, we just exited the hold. The countdown clock is resuming. Astronauts are ready to go. Let's watch them checks and revs up for fifth human flight.
Here in less than 20 seconds, we'll be entering auto sequence mode. Kaya, I know this is supposed to be business as usual, but I'm excited.
Never gets old, Eddie.
And these astronauts sitting on top of the rocket, they're hearing it all, the hum of the hydraulic power unit, the batteries, the valves clicking on and off. They've practiced for this moment over the last few days. I think they're ready to go to space.
That rocket is alive, living, breathing thing, and it is about to take 6 people to space, and 1 astronaut for the second time.
And we've got the axis bridge retracting and those solar shades retracting away from the New Shepard capsule. Just about 90 seconds here, we see the aft fins, those fins at the base of the vehicle that help direct the vehicle on ascent. And at the bottom of your screen, the BE-3 propulsion module nozzle gimbaling. This is the primary form of control for the vehicle on ascent, of course, for landing, doing a full range of checks, ensuring free range motion.
And launch this rocket. Godspeed, New Shepard. Buena suerte.
T-minus 16 guidance turn on. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Command engine start. 2, 1.
Liftoff at 3,700 feet above MSL. That's about how far we are above sea level out here in Launch Site 1.
And that BE-3 engine rumble really coming through as the vehicle approaches the maximum dynamic pressure, the point where the aerodynamic stresses on the vehicle are at their maximum. That BE-3 engine will throttle back just a little bit. And there we have it, max Q.
We're getting such a roar. Sitting here in West Texas right now, we can hear that BE-3 engine just roaring through the sky.
That's right, really doing work to power the New Shepard propulsion module and capsule to space. Here in about 30 seconds.